Hello everyone, my name is Shanton Moitro and welcome back to my channel Excel Guru. So in my earlier video I had talked about a logical function if. What are the various uses of the if function, what are the various types of if function we have talked about in my earlier video. So in this video we will be talking about two more logical functions. One is the AND function and the other is the OR function. So what does this AND function do? What does this OR function do? When to use this AND function, when to use this OR function, we will talk about in this video. So to get a hang of it, stick around till the end. So let's start with the AND function. And in English, we know that when we say this and that, which means that we want both the items, right? So here in Excel also, the AND function works in similar fashion. Now, when to use this AND function? Here we will take the example which we took in our earlier videos, that student and marks one. So we will have four students and four subjects marks, and we want to know the result whether the student has passed or failed based on those four subjects marks. And the student will only pass if he or she passes in all the four subjects, right? So let's start with this example, and my first column will be student, second will be subject 1, next will be subject 2, subject 3, subject 4, right? So we have our four subjects column, and our first student will be, say, Alice, second will be David, next will be George, and next will be Susan, right? So we have our four students and we have our four subjects. Now let's apply a border here, right? And now let's color the cell, centrally align it, make it bold, and give a text color, right? So we have our subjects and students ready. Now let's put the marks, and now I will use the rand between function which I have used in the earlier videos, and my lower limit will be 10 and upper limit will be 50, and control enter. Just to remind you that control enter fills the entire formula in the entire selected range. The range you have selected, if you press control enter, it will fill it up to the entire range, right? And let's keep it this way only, and we want to the numbers to change so that we can see the dynamic thing of it, right? We can also fix the values, but here we won't fix it. So we will put a result column, and we will say this is as AND result. So because we are using the AND function here, and just I hit enter, you saw that the figures in the table changed. Again, these are changing, right? So let's start with the formula. So I will say is equal to if, and my logical test will be AND. I will use the AND function here, and the first logical of AND function will be the subject 1 marks greater than 30, subject 2 marks greater than 30. My third logical will be subject 3 greater than 30, and the fourth logical will be subject 4 greater than 30, right? So this completes my logical function of the if and also the and my value if true will be pass and value if false will be fail, and I will hit enter. So Alice has failed because Alice did not manage to get more than 30 in any of the, rather all the four papers. So I will press Ctrl D, and we can see that all of them has failed because all of them did not manage to get more than 30 in any one of the papers or all the papers, right? So we will give a border here. So this is basically the use of the AND function, a simple use of the AND function. What does the AND function do? Now let's move on to the next logical function, that is the OR function. So what does this OR function do, or when to use this OR function? Now we will use the same example here, and we want to know the result of the students if the student has passed in any one of the subjects. It may be any one, whether it be subject 2, subject 1, subject 3, subject 4, right? So we will here write a result column, and this time it will be the OR column, right? So I will get so with it. So now is equal to if, and for the logical test I will use the OR function, and my first logical will be this greater than 30, next it will be this greater than 30, next it will be this greater than 30, and the fourth logical will be subject 4 greater than 30. So this completes my OR function and the logical test for the if function, and my value if true will be pass and the value if false will be fail. I hit enter, and Alice has passed because she has got 47 in subject 4. Let's see similarly for all the students. And now Alice has failed because we know that the subjects numbers are changing. So now George has passed and Susan has passed. You can also see the change in the numbers by pressing the F9 key in the keyboard. Now just to remind you, if you have a complete keyboard, that is with the number pad on the right side, then only the F9 key will do. Or if you have a shorter keyboard version, then you have to press the Fn and F9 key, right? Fn key is just beside the Windows key in the keyboard. So this is the basic use of the OR function. Now there is a combined use of all the three functions we have learned so far, that is the if function, AND function, and the OR function. So how to use this in a combined way? Now in this example, if we want to know whether the student has passed or failed, provided the student has to pass in minimum 3 subjects. It may be any 3 subjects, but the student has to pass in minimum 3 subjects. If the student passes in 2 subjects, then the student will not be considered as passed, right? So here I will use another column, and that will be result, and this time I will say it as and or, right? So I will auto adjust it, and double clicking on the column here, we can auto adjust the column width. So let's start the formula, and I want to tell you to please stay focused because the formula is a bit complex than the normal version. So is equal to if and or, because we said that any three will do. And now for the logical one, I will use the AND function, and for the first logical of this AND function I will say subject 1 greater than 30 comma subject 2 greater than 30 comma subject 3 greater than 30. So this is my first criteria, that any 3 subjects will do, and subject 1, subject 2, subject 3, these can be first combination, right? What is the second logical for the OR? We will here use another and this time my first logical will be subject 2 greater than 30, second logical will be subject 3 greater than 30, third logical will be subject 4 greater than 30, right? So this completes my second and the second logical for OR. My third logical will be another and this time the logical one of the AND will be subject 3 greater than 30, second logical will be subject 4 greater than 30, third logical will be subject 1 greater than 30. This can be also a probable combination, right? And my fourth logical and final logical will be, rather this is the final logical because there are only 4 subjects. So this here will be use another AND, my final and my first logical here will be subject 4 greater than 30, next it will be subject 1 greater than 30 and subject 2 greater than 30. So this completes all my AND functions, and this also completes my OR function. So I will close the bracket here, and this also completes my logical test for the if function. So I will hit the comma, and For the value if true will be pass, and the value if false will be fail. So let's hope for the best and press enter, and we can see that Alice has passed because she has got more than 30 in all the papers here, but any three will do. So let's fill it up for the remaining people, and let's see if Alice remains unchanged or not. And no, Alice fails because Alice could not secure more than 30 in three papers. But here also, the remaining students could not manage to pass because they could not manage to get more than 30 in any of the three papers, right? They have got more than 30 in two papers, but we want for three papers, then only the student will pass. So let's apply a border here. So this is all about the and the or function, the both simple and the complex use. So if you like my video, please press the like button, and don't forget to comment what you liked about this video or what you did not like about this video, your feedback. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Till then, see you in the next video.